Welcome to the Healthspan Collective, the podcast where science and wellness converge. I'm Nicole Doran, and I'm thrilled to have you join us as we dive into the world of regenerative medicine, integrative health, and the latest science and trends shaping how we live healthier for longer. On today's episode, we have Megan Vanderbars, one of my best friends. Megan is a Toronto-based publicist, fitness instructor, and mom, originally from Florida, who is passionate about mental health, wellness, and building meaningful connections. She runs her own PR company and also serves as the PR director at Marconi Agency. In this episode, we talk about everything from mental health to fitness and how she's gotten to where she is today. Meg, one of my besties, I'm so excited to have you. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. I'm so excited. You're here in Toronto.
I know.
You launched a podcast. This time last year, we were at a podcast convention or whatever you want to call it together.
Yeah.
Such a full circle moment.
Oh my God, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, we went to the Dear Media podcast event in Austin, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and you were pregnant with Ellie.
So pregnant, 9 months pregnant. My final trip before my life changed.
Oh my gosh. But you were the cutest pregnant person. Like, I remember Lauren Bostic even being like, wait, did you tell us you were pregnant? Hiding it well in your dress.
We tried.
Well, I'm so excited to sit down because we have been friends for like almost how many years? Like almost like 15 years now?
Yeah, definitely over a decade.
Yeah.
And starting such in a different environment than we both are in right now.
I know. Like thinking about who we were when we met as to like how far we have both come now it feels very full circle and just really cool.
Yeah, so proud of both of us.
Yeah. So I want to kind of start early in your journey. So right before we had met we're friends from college. We went to FSU together. Mm-hmm. And when you were in high school, you actually moved to Shanghai to live with your dad for, was it a year?
About 18 months.
18 months. Okay. What was that journey like? Because you were raised in Orlando, Florida, kind of were always in the same environment, right? And then complete life shift.
Fish out of water situation.
Yeah.
I had honestly, before I moved to Shanghai, barely left the state of Florida, let alone going to an entirely different continent. But it was definitely the best decision that I've ever made of my life. You know, I was about to turn 18, and I wouldn't say I was on a bad path in high school, but like, you know, I liked to be more of like going to the parties and things like that. And I just didn't feel like things were aligning the way I wanted my life to go.
Okay.
So when my dad took on a job in Shanghai and approached me, and my dad, he's very dreaming big, which I love, and I've definitely gotten from him. But I remember he just called me one day and said, I think you should come live with me. I was like, no, like China? No. But he convinced me through finding an expat American high school. And it just felt like something, if I didn't do it, I would always regret. And I definitely would have regretted not taking that risk.
Yeah.
So when I went there, I got off the plane, and my dad thought it was going to be this like amazing, like exciting moment where I was going to be running out and just like, yes, I'm here, Shanghai. I got off the plane. It's a crazy long flight. There's a 13-hour time difference. And I was just an absolute wreck. Like, honestly, never looked worse in my life. Crying, sobbing, being like, I want to go back to Florida. I don't know what I just did.
Oh, really?
But obviously, I stuck it out. I made friends from all over the world. And just to go from living, I love Orlando, but so kind of small-minded of not even, I couldn't even comprehend like leaving the state of Florida after university. And now obviously I live in Canada. So it was super eye-opening, and just to be around people who don't all look the same, think the same. There was like a British expat school, a French expat school. So
oh, wow.
It was the best experience, and it really opened my eyes of like, I can adapt anywhere.
Yeah.
You just have to, you know, embrace the change, ask for help when you need it. And if you're a nice person, you will find friends anywhere in the world.
Yeah. I feel like that is like the biggest thing you have carried through with you. And I remember observing that in you, even when we were, you know, I was a freshman in college when we met, and you just had this way about you of like everywhere you went, you made friends and people were just kind of like drawn to you, and they still are. Like you just have that effect on people. And I remember you talking about that like when I was in Shanghai, I just hadn't, like, I didn't know anyone, I didn't know anything. So like you really would just be as nice as you could to everyone around you. And like, I feel like the right opportunities kind of come your way because of that.
Exactly. And even more full circle moments. My 2 best friends from Shanghai, when I left, we kept in touch, but I saw them maybe once a year.
Yeah.
10 years later, I moved to Toronto, and they're from Toronto.
Oh my gosh.
So I see them. They're my closest friends here now.
Really? I didn't even realize that.
So it's just like, I always heard about Toronto, and every time I had a layover to go to Shanghai, it was always in Toronto. That was the only time I'd really been in Canada. So now, again, 10 years later, I'm living here. My career is here. My life is here. So
I know. You really have built such a life here.
Yes, I love Canada.
I love it for you. I love it whenever we visit. We have our friend Brianna here with us now too, and we're always talking about how much we love just, you know, Toronto especially has such a unique vibe to it. And like, I used to live in New York. I feel like it has so many elements like New York, but it has the friendliness of Canada.
Yes.
And almost just like this like European undertone to it that I love as well.
Yeah. It's a great city.
And you came here, like, I remember too, I feel like similar to you kind of took the jump from Orlando to Shanghai. Then you came back to Florida to go to college. That's where we met, lived in Tallahassee. And then I always figured you would move to like Miami, maybe LA.
Yeah.
And you were like, I'm moving to Toronto. And we were like, what?
Canada?
Because you were like the tannest person anyone knew. Like,
extensions, long white hair. Oh my God. Jersey Shore-esque.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. All of us. Like, with the style was not it.
Not it. And like, if I knew how to take care of myself now, I said this to Brianna yesterday, in college, I would have killed it. I could have dated a football player.
Oh yeah. I have had quite a glow up, to say the least.
Yes. And we deserve it.
We do. We do. We really do. But yeah, similarly, like I remember you taking your little car, you drove up, didn't you?
Yes, with my dad.
Yeah. And we thought it was like, okay, you'll do a year in Toronto. And here we are 10 years later. You have built a very full life here.
Yes.
And you're here to stay.
Definitely here to stay now that I have a little baby, little Ellie. So Toronto is definitely my home. And like you said, my first contract here was 18 months, and I was literally counting down the days to that contract being done. And I was like, oh my God, no, I wanted to move to London, England. I've always wanted to live in New York. I wanted to go back to Florida. But every time I've almost left Toronto, there's been something else that happened that was just too good to give up. So it's like I'm truly meant to be here.
Yeah, well, and you, like we said, like I feel like such a strong suit of yours is the relationships that you're able to build, and then what comes, like the opportunities that follow those relationships. So it makes sense to me that it was like one thing just kept leading to another. And so you had moved here to work at a super prestigious hotel. You were doing their management training program. And that's where you kind of found PR, right?
Yes, I was not doing so hot in hotel operations. I have so much respect for people who work in hotel operations, but it just couldn't be me. Like it's a lot. So I thought I wanted to go into sales just because I was like, okay, they work Monday to Friday. Like I'm good at relationships. That seems to make sense. But then their PR coordinator ended up having a personal situation. So I was a temporary fill-in. And I don't know why I never considered PR when I was at FSU, because it's exactly what I want to be doing. Like, I'm very type A and I like to be organized, but then at the same time, I'm very creative and I have big ideas, and that is what a publicist does.
Yeah.
So from there, I just, went from coordinator to social media manager to, I had a very long title, media, marketing, and partnerships manager.
Yep.
And then my time with that hotel came to an end just because I felt called to start my own PR agency.
Yeah. And you had really fallen in love with fitness.
Yes. At the same time as I was falling in love with PR.
Right.
So it was very push and pull when I was working at corporate job. Like during the pandemic, I was lucky enough to keep my job at the hotel, and I did love it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was training to become a spin instructor at Sweat and Tonic.
Right.
6:30 to 8:30 a.m. And then trying to run to the hotel I worked at.
Yeah.
And be there by like 8:45, 9. And then unknown when I would leave the hotel for the day.
Right.
And it just was not feeling aligned.
Yeah.
At all. Like, I felt pushed and pulled from both places. And sometimes when you work a corporate job, you don't know what time you're going to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let alone when you sign up for a fitness class, you have to be there at a certain time. If you're the teacher, like, holy crap, you could not be like, sorry, work is running behind. So I just knew I wouldn't be able to do both.
Right.
And I wanted to pursue my fitness dreams that badly that it was worth it to take the risk and start my own thing.
Yeah. And you've always had a little entrepreneurial bug. Like,
yes,
your dad is an entrepreneur similar to mine.
Yes.
I feel like we always kind of bonded over the fact that we were like, yeah, I was a marketing major. You were in hospitality. And we were like, but we definitely want to figure out how to be our own business owners one day.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. When you have the ideas and the passion, and like with us, we're recording on a Saturday, but that doesn't bother either of us.
No.
Like, we love what we do.
Right.
Like, happy to do PR plans and like come up with ideas for media parties on a Saturday.
Right.
That's not work to me.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no like work day versus not work day.
Yes. Every day is work day.
Yeah.
For an entrepreneur.
Right. But it is like, I even feel the difference when I'm doing work that's really aligned with what I'm passionate about. Like, you don't get the like Sunday scaries or that anxiety of like, oh, I got to open my laptop, because you're genuinely like excited. Like, I'm always like, I'm sure you're like this too. Like, if I'm like working out or doing like even like on a walk, like I'm usually coming up with like all ideas for work and like writing them down as quickly as I can.
Yes.
So that I don't forget to implement them later on.
Yeah. That's when the best thinking comes. Not when you're sitting. I don't know what it is. I've never been good at group projects. Like, I like to work with people.
Yeah.
But when I'm talking in a group and it's like, what do you think we should do? My brain is just like, oh my God, like, I need to be, like you said, walking and take it away. And then I promise in 24 hours, I will come back with an amazing idea.
Yep.
But please don't put me on the spot in a group setting.
That's so interesting. Now that you say that, I actually feel so similarly. Like, I do. I feel like I don't have these like grand ideas when I'm in meetings or, like trying. I guess sometimes like if I'm brainstorming with others, if I'm standing and like writing on the whiteboard or like literally physically moving my body in some way, I'm usually a lot more productive. We get a lot farther. And then if I'm just trying to like sit on a Zoom or something like that. Like,
Zoom is even worse than in person, honestly.
Yeah. I even noticed like, even if I'm trying to have like a productive conversation with my husband and like solve a problem, like we'll go for a walk and we get so much farther than we do like sitting down for dinner.
Yeah. Something about the face-to-face too. It's like an extra added pressure.
Yeah.
So.
And I think we would both identify as people pleasers.
Oh, yes.
So I think that's another element of having time alone, especially when your endorphins are flowing, like it just kind of takes it to a whole nother level. What do you think made you fall in love with fitness? Because when you started, you started as a spin instructor at Sweat and Tonic.
Yes. Yep.
What made you fall in love with spin?
I think honestly, I always loved fitness. My mom was a fitness instructor, so I was going to the gym with her from like 11 on.
Right.
When I moved to Toronto, same as Shanghai, very fish out of water, struggling to make friends just because of the hours I was working in hotel operations. I definitely was one to love the nightclubs.
Oh, yeah. I want to talk about this.
Yeah. So like the music, the dancing, like the lights, all that stuff. If we hosted pre-games, like I want to play the music, like I want to create the vibes. So when I went to my first real spin class at a studio I loved, Six Cycle, and the founder is one of my biggest fitness mentors. Her name's Julie.
Okay.
And the second I went to that class and it was the lights, the loud music, and like everyone was friends there, I just felt this like light bulb go off of like, this is how I'm going to make friends. Like I feel the same high energy that I felt going to the nightclubs, but I'm like actually doing something good for my body. Like I can go to work right after and there's no issues. So I was a very, and still am in some ways, extreme high energy person.
Yeah.
So especially early 20s before baby, spin very much matched that vibe. Like sometimes I was doing 3 spin classes in a day.
Wow.
And it was just loving it, but a lot.
Yeah.
Once I became pregnant, spin obviously got more challenging.
Yeah. It's tough on your adrenals.
Yes.
Especially when you're even like I haven't had a baby yet, but or gotten pregnant yet, but like when you're pushing yourself, when you're running your own business, or even when you're working a corporate job and you're like really giving it your all, I find that there's this honeymoon period where you can be doing workouts like spin or berries every day.
Yep.
And then your body kind of starts to burn out and give out.
Yes. Yes. And that's definitely what was happening. I didn't feel like I was gaining muscle either.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then I started doing more research, and there's so much out there now about weightlifting and Pilates and Lagree and Reformer.
Yeah.
So when I was pregnant, I started weightlifting. I would do double floor at that place you just mentioned, but I won't say. And I just loved it. Like I felt good after. I sometimes would go to that place that starts with a B before teaching spin classes. And I wondered why I had to take a nap after, or like I was just so frazzled and like not doing my best thinking and just more anxious. So once I really started doing the weights, I'm like, wait, I'm pregnant and I'm stronger than before I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Like something is just leading me to finally get it. Like we don't need to be sweating buckets and like feeling like we're going to nearly pass out and have to take a nap after a workout for it to be successful.
Yes.
Like I never wanted badmouth spin or any of the boot camps because I love them still.
Yeah, same. And they have their place. Right. Well, they really have their place. And like, I think especially, I'm sure you've gotten into this lately too, like cycle syncing your workouts and like really being intuitive. Like I'll notice even in my menstrual phase, like after I come out of that like kind of energy low of my luteal, I have the energy to go for a run or to do a class on my Peloton. And I love it. I actually did a boot camp on my Peloton yesterday for the first time in a long time. And I felt so good for the whole day. But it was, when you're doing it every day, no matter what the phase of your cycle, no matter how much sleep you got or how stressed you are, you get that like fried nerve ending feeling where you're just like, I can't think, I can't make a decision. Like the smallest things are overwhelming me. Like I don't know which way is up. And I feel like really calming down your nervous system, doing those strength building workouts that still really raise your endorphins, but don't push your adrenals so hard can be so nourishing for your body.
Yes. And even your brain, like when you're in a boot camp class, again, time and place for them, but sometimes there's 2-3 stations going at once and like the yelling and like, what the heck are we doing next? Like,
totally.
it can just be a lot. I find Lagree is my favorite workout to do. It's so good. And it's like a meditative experience because you're moving so slowly. You're using your breath. Like some of my best thinking comes in a Lagree class.
Oh, totally. No, Lagree, I love it so much. And I think it's so funny that there's like this like Pilates, I feel like drama sometimes. Where
Yeah,
are like,
Lagree versus Pilates.
Yeah, because it's like Lagree isn't real Pilates, it's strength training. And I'm like, yeah, that's like what's so amazing about it. And like,
better.
don't get me wrong, like I love a traditional Pilates as well. But like I want to build strength and I don't always want to go to like the big gym and have to like wait for the squat rack and like do the whole rigmarole.
Yeah.
But I want to hit every muscle in my body and like especially focus on my core. Like my core strength has changed like night and day since I started doing like mega former / Lagree classes.
Yes.
So I love it. I can't wait to take your class.
Yes. Next trip.
Yeah.
Yes.
Walk me back a little bit because you mentioned how much you used to love like a nightclub, and that's like some of my favorite memories of you is like you said, like hosting a pregame, running the playlist. Like I remember you having like moments in college where you were like, I think I want to be a DJ, and we were like, I mean, yeah, that like makes a lot of sense. Like that's your vibe.
Yes.
And then you totally channeled that and it makes total sense because now you're like creating your playlists and your strategies for your classes.
Yeah.
And how has your relationship with alcohol changed?
So much. Like I feel like from 18 until 30, there would be spurts besides FSU. There would be spurts of like going out like 4 or 5 times a week, and just like alcohol was super ingrained, not just in my social life, but honestly, my job working in hospitality.
Oh, yeah.
Be totally normal to take like journalists and influencers out to the club and be out with them until 2 a.m. and show up to the office by 7:30, 8 a.m.
Oh, yeah. I had the same in advertising, taking clients out. Or just like drinking with coworkers, honestly.
Yes.
Like it's just such an innate part of the culture. Like I was living in New York, similar to Toronto. And then, you're back at the office. Thankfully, I didn't have to be there at 7:30 a.m., but I was there like 9:30. And like I feel like I always had like 5 beverages at my desk. Yeah. Like it was like a coffee.
Electrolytes.
Yeah, a coffee, an electrolyte, like a juice, a water.
And just to survive.
Yeah, like which just goes to show how much like I was just like hanging on by a thread trying to like balance the minerals in my body.
Yes. And then likely at 5 o'clock if it's a Friday, just like going again.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sometimes starting in the office.
Yep. Yeah. That was very normal where I worked.
So oh yeah, like we had a full alcohol fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't regret those times. Like
no, it was so fun.
So fun. Like I made so many friends, but thankfully I did need an overhaul reset on how I viewed alcohol. Like I said, it would be spurts, like super into the socializing and going out and like meeting people, and then super into the fitness and wellness. And now I'm like not drinking at all whatsoever. But when I was pregnant, that was the first time for 10 months straight, obviously, I couldn't, and I was happy to not drink at all.
Right.
And I was still working in PR, so I still had to go to these events, and just like having that crutch of like, I need a drink was gone. And that was the best thing that could have happened for my relationship with alcohol. I think the people pleasing and like, I have to be so good at everything. So if I'm at a party, like I need to be the most fun. I need to stay out the latest. Like I need to be suggesting where we go next. I need to be the one meeting all the new people, and just like overachiever in every area, even if it's not good for me.
Yep. It almost brings out like that competitive nature, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I never wanted anyone to think I was boring.
Or go home early, God forbid.
Yeah. God forbid, literally.
So I think it was really good when I was pregnant. I remember the first event I went to and no one knew I was pregnant yet, which was an added extra layer. Because at least when you're pregnant, people are like, oh yeah, get her water.
Right.
Like the loneliest and strangest days of my pregnancy were definitely the early days where I literally have this little baby inside me and I'm walking around and no one knows.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. So to master being like, no, I'm not drinking, and going from this person who was kind of like life of the party, people being like, are you okay? Like right away, and just getting comfortable with like, yeah, I'm fine. I had the best excuse. I'm teaching 4 classes tomorrow.
Yeah. I have to be up early.
Yeah. And like not just attending the class, like
Right.
I am teaching. So
No, to be on and present and focused.
and when people are paying $35, $40, $45 to show up at your class, like how would you feel if your trainer was hungover, hanging by a thread, and didn't want to be there?
I've experienced it, and I have not gone back to that class for that reason, because I'm like honestly such a believer in, you know, especially when you live somewhere where there are so many options for fitness classes, great fitness classes. I'd say more than half of the reason you're at the one you're at most of the time is for the instructor.
Yeah,
Like, obviously you need something that fits your schedule, but like you'll prioritize a class who's taught by an instructor that you like the class that they teach, and which is mostly the energy that they bring, whether that's high energy, like, you know, yelling at you, whatever kind of class it is, like in a positive way, or being like peaceful and grounded. Like, it's just depends on what you like.
Right.
But yeah, no, they need, like, you want your instructor to be like present and there.
You want to be there.
Yeah, like you want them to be motivating you.
Yeah, exactly. Not them like almost throwing up before the class, which has happened. It was different in spin because you could be very unhinged, just like
True.
yelling and dancing on the bike. Pilates, Lagree, strength training. You need to know what you were talking about or someone's going to get injured.
I was going to say,
So-
you need to be able to correct people and
Yeah.
be like really, grounded there with them.
Yeah, and know what you're saying and just, yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned the price of your classes, and it brought me back
Yes.
to before you were a fitness instructor, in those early days working in hospitality. Something that I have thought about like over the years is how much it has inspired me that you fell in love with fitness, but you know, when we're all like 22 working our first job, like budget is tight.
Oh, yes.
And I remember like you having this like seedling of like, I think I want to be in this industry. And you would reach out, like, so you started kind of manifesting like, okay, I want to be in this industry. And as we said, you excel at forming relationships. So what you would do is reach out to all these instructors whose classes you really liked and ask if they had passes for their classes,
Yep.
because you literally couldn't afford to go to all these classes that you wanted to.
No. I was like, again, living the most champagne life on Prosecco budget, like staying at luxury hotels when I'm on vacation, stuffing like 5 girls in there. And then, going to SoulCycle, but like, I didn't buy this credit. Like the instructor just was nice enough to give me a credit.
Because you were always so sweet when you were in their classes.
Yeah.
You would make that relationship with them and then reach out and say like, hey, I would love to come to your class on, 6 a.m. on Friday morning. Do you have any passes? And they'd be like, sure.
Yeah.
Because they liked you. And then continuing with those relationships, I remember you had this dream and you've carried this through multiple chapters of your, not even just your career, your life, of just like seeing what you wanted and saying like, I'm going to get it. And then really putting in the work to do so. So with fitness, you started like reaching out and, I wish I had a different word for this, but almost like shamelessly.
Yes.
Like
It was.
yeah,
And it
shameless.
still is.
In the best
way I
way,
go after
though.
things.
In the
Yeah.
best way. Like you're not scared. Like you're not scared of like someone thinking you look a little silly.
Yeah.
Because like who cares?
Yeah. They maybe think that for at most 1 minute.
Yeah.
And then they move on.
And then they move on.
Yeah.
And then a year later, you're where you want to be.
Exactly.
And the person who's judging you probably isn't.
Yep. And now those trainers are trying to come to my classes, the ones who sometimes weren't that nice to me. So it's like, you never know. Going back to be nice to everyone.
Yep.
And I have a lot of people that want to teach fitness also, which is amazing. And I'm never going to leave someone like that on red. Like, because I remember what it was like. And, those little pieces of advice that I got along the way
Right.
got me to where I am today. So I'm never wanting to think like I'm too good for something. Like I remember when I was just attending the classes and wanted to be the teacher. Like I remember when I wanted certain PR clients and I was just going there as a customer and like posting little Instagram stories. Like it takes persistence and the more you do it, the less weird it feels.
Totally. I've even like learned that so much with the podcast of like reaching out to people. It's such an uncomfy thing. I feel like when you're behind, because like we'd reach out to people for a pure form, inviting them to come in, but it's a different thing when you're reaching out like, hi, I'm Nicole Doran.
Yes.
I'd love for you to be on my podcast. Like it's humbling, you know? And then, you know, sometimes it's humbling. You get left on red and you're like, okay, I got to move on to the next one. And then sometimes you get a response that you're like, holy crap, I can't believe that person agreed to come
the almost 30 you did last week. Yeah.
It was awesome.
Just shameless outreach.
Shameless outreach.
Yes. Because she was you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And someone like that, that's very special. Like that makes me now want to listen to her podcast.
Yeah.
Even more.
Totally. It's exactly that. It's like, it's, what's it called? Like putting it forward.
Yeah.
Of like, yes, I made mental notes. I'm currently making mental notes of like, I want to be in her position one day. When I'm there, I want to make sure I remember to, you know, just treat those who are just starting out with the respect that is so nice when I'm treated with now. So you've followed that process not only with fitness, but with PR as well, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And you do a lot of like influencer work for a lot of your PR clients now, right?
Yes.
Do you have any advice for, say, like micro influencers who are looking to get brand deals?
That's a good question. That's one I get a lot.
Okay.
I think if you really want to work with a brand, definitely make sure that you've tried it. That's number one. Like I do the PR also for Sweat and Tonic. And, you know, if someone wants to be in our influencer program, the first question I'll ask is like, what class do you like the most here? If it's like, I've never been there. I'm like, why do you want to advertise to your audience a place you're not even sure that you like? So say you want to work with, I don't know, a big makeup company. Like, do you use their product? Do you know what you're talking about? If they say yes, if they were to pull up your customer profile, is it actually like, okay, she genuinely loves the brand? Because people can see through when it's a paid ad. So I think that's the first thing is go after who you genuinely love.
Yep.
I think be realistic with what you're asking for. Like with some of my clients, we don't pay, to be honest. We give memberships or we give services.
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly. So if you're thinking that you're a micro influencer and you're seeing this brand hosts a bunch of influencers, but you're going to go after getting cash, you didn't do your research.
Yes. I talk about this with my team for Pureform a lot because we work with a lot of influencers, honestly, ranging drastically in following size. And it is very funny you will have someone with 5 million followers come in and pay for a service and then reach out and be like, hey, by the way, I love the clinic. If you guys do any kind of influencer work, like I'd love to work with you guys. And they are fully willing to like just accept services in exchange for content.
Yeah.
And then you'll get somebody with 15,000 followers who's like, I want X amount of money for posting about your treatments. And we're like, in what world?
Yes.
Like, you know?
Like you didn't do your research.
Right.
It's just like when you're desperate, I understand I have a daughter needing to pay bills.
Of course.
But when you are desperate for just the cash and not interested in building the relationship,
right,
the biggest turnoff. It's like, no. And if you approach right away with like, here are my rates.
Right.
Also, no. To be honest, working on the brand side, I know for my clients, when we do have budget and I am coming up with the list of who we should pay, we're usually never paying the ones who inbound request. We'll host those ones, but the strategic paid plan is made months in advance. And it's like, I'm going after the top people. So if you're just starting out, like maybe you do need to keep your day job and like go to all the events you get invited to, make the connections, continue to get your content into a better place. And then the paid offers will come to you.
Totally. And I think there's something, so powerful about whether, we're talking about like being a content creator or just like in life, being those 22, 23-year-old girls that we were back in the day. Like, I think following like a give, ask is relevant for anything in life. Like, before you are asking for anything, what have you given? It's like even for me now, I'm like, if I haven't been following somebody, I've never engaged with their content before, I've never supported them in any way, why would I expect them to want to come support me for anything?
Yes.
And that's life. Like, that's friendship, that's anything. And that is how, in my opinion, like, I am so not somebody that keeps score about anything, like, because I'm just such a believer that, like, what you give is what you get.
Yes.
And if you're just intentionally making sure you're giving to your relationships on the business front, on the personal front, on the family front, like, those things will come back around.
It always comes back. Like, it might take a couple years, but it always comes back.
Always comes back. So you mentioned Ellie.
Yes.
Your daughter, who is pride and joy. By the time this episode comes out, she will have just turned 1.
Yes.
Which is like so bittersweet. How has becoming a mom changed like your outlook on everything, I guess?
My God. It is the most, I don't want to say life-shattering because, it's made my life infinity times better, but nothing could have prepared me for having a child.
Yeah.
But it's changed me for the better, for sure. Like, it helps you prioritize things. Like, I have time for, number 1, my daughter, number 2, myself, number 3, my best friends, and just learning along the way the people who don't understand when I am working basically 2 jobs.
Right.
I am a single mom. Like, if you can't understand that I have a lot on my plate right now and so much to be thankful for, but I can't necessarily meet you for brunch every Saturday anymore.
No.
So if you can't accept that, then we're just in such different phases of life. So it's, again, really helps me prioritize. It's shown me who my real friends are and who I should pour energy into. And just not everything is that serious. Like, as long as Ellie is safe and happy and she's doing amazing in her first little year, then like, I still deeply care about my work. And don't get me wrong, like, I get upset when things aren't going according to plan. But like, at the end of the day, it's really not that serious.
It really puts it into perspective, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just prioritizing anything in place of the time when I do have Ellie does not make sense to me at all. Like, even taking work phone calls, thank goodness it's nice outside now. I'm taking Ellie. We're going in the stroller. Like, I'm sorry, I'll put my camera on to say hello, but I'm walking with my daughter.
Yeah.
And I've found clients and a new agency I'm working with now that's amazing that supports that. And anyone that doesn't support that, I know I've put in the blood, sweat, and tears that I can walk away, be like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not for you. I will be up at 5:30 in the morning doing my work for you. I will do it on a Saturday, a Sunday. If you can't respect on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I want to be with my daughter and maybe my camera's off for our phone calls because we're taking a walk. You are not a fit for me.
Yeah. I love that because it kind of comes back to that give, 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 ask.
Exactly.
Like you spent years in your career and in your friendships giving so much that, yes, during the phase of having a baby, like you don't have as much to give.
Right.
At least not in the same way. I think, like you said, you've probably, I can see you've already figured out how to be so much more efficient in your work.
Yes.
So it's not even that you're giving less, it just looks a little bit different. And yeah, if the partner that you're working with isn't willing to accept that, that's totally fine because I've got plenty of other options.
Yes, exactly. Then they should go with someone who wants to work more traditional 9 to 5 or likes the traditional PR agency setup. And I'm just much more intentional with the time that I have because I don't see my friends as much. Like, it's really special. I was talking to Brianna yesterday before you got here. Like, those big group dinners, they are not for me right now. Like, I don't want to have a quick 5-minute catch up with 10 people. Like, there's just, it takes a lot of energy. It feels transactional. It feels honestly stressful. Like, I would rather just go to dinner with like my 1, 2, at most 3 other friends and actually be like, what's going on in your life? Like when you're entering your 30s, it's like people are getting married, they're having kids, like big life changes and things are happening. We can't just breeze through that in 5 minutes.
Right. And like, yeah, you want to have, well, first of all, it comes back to the alcohol piece, I think.
Yes.
I find that so much that I notice, like, I feel like I'm almost having this like rediscovery in the last couple years of like, wait, what do I actually like? Who do I actually like?
Yes.
Because it's like when you're like, yeah, alcohol can make everything fun. And, you know, my barometer was much lower for, you know, what I considered a fun time.
Yes.
Whereas nowadays, yeah, I'm just like, if I can't hang out with you and really enjoy myself without a drink, I don't think I need to continue to invest in this.
Exactly. Even the places you go. Like,
yes.
If you look at the bars I used to go to, I can't stand being there sober.
Yes.
So what is that saying?
Right.
I
don't actually like this place. And and if I'm sitting at dinner and I like feel like I need a drink while I'm talking to somebody,
yes,
I probably don't actually love that person, and that's okay.
Exactly. And you have, for me, when I was younger, my party friends, and I think it's so special when the party friends transition out and become your lifetime friends, where you see them again doing these big milestones in life, starting their own businesses, starting new jobs, like Brianna getting married soon. You just got married. I just had a child. It's like there's so much to celebrate. And when you can grow up alongside people and it feels like, you know, we're not all going at the exact same pace, but you understand more of the phase of life I'm in than someone who's, you know, not that it's bad to be partying all the time. I was that person like less than 2 years ago. But it's just more meaningful. And like, I know more about you and our other close two friends than I knew about people I was seeing every day in Toronto. Because we're just going out to bars. We're meeting people and spending more time with people we don't know than each other. Like, you know, when you go to the bar and you're like, oh, where's my friend that I came with? Like, what is that? Like,
I know.
why did we even hang out? Like,
No, literally.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing I was going to say is like, yeah, I also really value being able to sit down and have like meaningful conversations now because it's like we're really in the depths of life now. You know, like having a baby is so wonderful and so incredible and so challenging.
Yes.
So is planning a wedding and getting married. So is starting a business. So is, you know, losing somebody. Like we've been through it all over the years and being able to, you know, make sure you're carving out the time to have those meaningful conversations and not spending your time, just like having the same small talk at the bar.
Yes, exactly.
Every 5 minutes for 4 hours.
Yeah. And when things are going sideways in life, which they are.
They do.
Like,
right.
I've definitely not had the easiest time the last 10 months. But like, who am I picking up the phone to call? Like, it's friends like you, my sister, and our 2 other friends. And it's because we've gone through so much together. It's so nice to be able to talk to people who know you truly and don't just see you taking shots at a bar and being the fun friend. Right.
Like we really know who each other are at our core.
Yes, exactly.
And can kind of see through. Like I remember last time I was here, you were still pretty freshly postpartum. And it's like you can kind of see through like the BS or the anxiety on the front and say like I remember us having a conversation and I was like, okay, but I think what's really bothering you about this scenario is not what's actually happening on the surface, but what's happening underneath.
Yes.
Because this is hitting something that's been a recurring thing in your life.
Exactly. And only a real true friend who's known you for a while would understand that. Like when I first had my baby and just going through a lot, like I don't think really less than 10 people know that I was carrying this huge bag around the city because I live outside the city right now. I would come downtown to teach my classes, meet with PR clients, and I literally had like breast pump in my bag and like clockwork every 3 hours. I need to find a handicap bathroom to literally sit on the floor, pump, and answer my emails. Like that's what was really going on when meanwhile everyone was like, you look amazing after having a baby. You're thriving. And it's just like, I twitched.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I hope this conversation ends in like less than 5 minutes because I had to go pump now. And also I have a phone call at the same time. And the pump is like going in the background. And everyone's like, what is that noise? I'm like, I don't know. Like,
some construction happening outside.
Yeah, exactly. Once you know what it sounds like, you will always know that sound.
Yeah. The other moms are like, I see.
Yes. Yeah. And they support always.
Yeah. I could sit here with you for 3 hours and do this.
So many directions that it could have gone.
But what do you think your biggest advice is for somebody who is, you know, they can maybe kind of see where they want to go, but they're not sure how to get there? What would you say?
I think having the vision is the first and sometimes the hardest thing.
Are you a vision boarder? I can't remember.
Yes. The background on my phone is literally a vision board.
Love it.
So you need to take the time and really know what you want.
Yeah.
And I think it's Sammy Clark says it, that if a dream is put into your head, it's there for a reason. And it is an absolute waste if you don't go after it.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. And it just applies with everything.
Yeah.
And then just taking the steps, like I wouldn't have been able to just say, I want to become a fitness instructor out of the blue. It's like, okay, what am I doing this month to make that happen? What am I doing this week to make that happen? What am I doing today to make that happen? It's just like slowly chipping away and telling as many people as you can what you want, because first of all, it holds you accountable.
Yep.
Because
sure does.
I'm like, I'm going to start a PR company and I'm going to be a fitness instructor and I'm going to be a mom. It's like, not that people necessarily want to see me fail, but I love to prove people wrong. I think there's a little bit of a misconception about me that I'm like too nice. Like, no, if you tell me you don't think I can do something, I am making it my life's mission to do it, and I'm going to be the best at it, and I'm going to make it happen. So I think telling other people, hold yourself accountable, and then also the more people you tell, the more people who might be able to help you make that happen.
Totally. You never know. Like, I feel like it's always just like those, like relationships you never thought would have like paid off in some regard. Like, you just never know. So I totally agree with that. I think I've heard some people say the opposite of like essentially like hold it to yourself until
you're ready.
But I think there's a lot of value in saying it out loud, having other people hold you accountable, because I've had a lot of friends be like, wait, you want to start a business in Miami? I have a friend down there who does PR in Miami. They can hook you up with somebody in real estate. And then the person in real estate hooks you up with, for me, like a doctor in that area. Like it's all just like one thing leads to another.
Exactly.
So I love that. And I think getting really clear on what it is you want is so important. Like, getting laser focused on it. Like I have been known to, I make a vision board at the top of every year, but it's not just for that year. I think this year I made one for what I want in 2030.
Oh, wow. I love
Because it's like, I want to, like, there are things that take a lot of planning, I put like the kind of house I want to be in by that time. And, maybe it'll happen before that. Maybe it'll happen after that. But it's on the board. So it's going to happen at some point.
It's going to happen. And I love my 5-minute journal.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm working so hard to have a new place for me and Ellie to live.
Okay.
And every day I just write, like, me and Ellie are going to live in a home that is fully ours. And it's just like every single day when I get like a little overwhelmed, I'm like, why am I doing this? I use fitness instructor as the most basic example. If you want to become a fitness instructor for the vanity of it, just to say you're a trainer, just to post about it on your Instagram, good luck. Like, you have to be motivated to want to change people's lives.
Yeah.
So same thing with working hard. Like, I'm working hard for this end goal for me and Ellie.
Yeah. It's funny because I think, like, I know because of you that especially being a fitness instructor at somewhere, for those that don't know Sweat and Tonic, it's a luxury fitness. It's not even a fitness studio. It's like, what do you call it?
The Mecca.
The Mecca. Exactly. No, but it is. It's like you walk in and you're like, what? It's so empowering and inspiring. It's luxury. Like, it feels so nice. Becoming a fitness instructor somewhere like that is no easy feat.
Yes.
Like, you really do have to, like,
12 auditions for spin. 12. Do you know how humiliating that is to get told no 11 times and to be like, okay, I'll come back next week? Like,
but that's what I love, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like persistence and shamelessness.
Yes.
Like, sometimes to get to where you want to go, you have to shamelessly pursue it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And again, if you want it, there's a reason why you're feeling so called.
Right. Like,
do it.
Follow that intuition, follow that call, because once you achieve it, it will feel so good.
Yes.
And
there's
then
nothing like it.
And then you'll have the next thing that you're already working towards.
Yeah. I need to work on that a little bit. It's like I'm a climber, and I know you are too. It's like the second I make it somewhere, now what? Now what? Now what?
Oh, literally. But what I just said, I literally just bought a house. I'm like, why am I dreaming of my, like, why can't I just enjoy this house? Yeah. No, we're already working. I'm already like, I want exactly this in this neighborhood. And like, this is the car I'll be driving.
Yes.
But it's motivated. Like, that's what motivates me.
Exactly.
So
you're working hard for good, pure intentions. Like, I'm sure a house for you and your family to have one day.
No, exactly. That's exactly it. Like, I want to, I want to expand my family. I want to start that process in the next year. And by 2030, hopefully I have like multiple kids and
Friends for Ellie.
Knock on wood, God willing. But that really is. It's like I want bedrooms for all of them, and I want it to be comfy and for it to feel like a sanctuary, because I know I won't be going out to dinner the way I do now and spending as much time out of my home, traveling as much. So I want it to feel just like that, like a sanctuary where I'm really comfy and get to grow my family.
Yeah. And it'll feel so nice because you will get that.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Where can everyone find you?
So my Instagram is Megan VD Bars.
Okay.
I post a lot about fitness there and just more my personal life. But for my PR agency, it is VDB Communications. So that's where you can learn more about my PR work. I also just recently signed with an awesome Toronto agency, the Marconi Agency.
Okay.
So you can see a lot of my work there. We've got so many fun clients. Like, I can't wait to tell you more about them.
Yeah, I'm so excited to hear.
Those are the 3 spots. And of course, Sweat and Tonic. I also, special shout out, teach at Solus and Lagree Plus in Toronto. If you're ever in Toronto, all 3 studios are so different but equally amazing. So you can find me there.
I love it. Thank you so much for being here today.
Yes, thank you, Nick.
This podcast was brought to you by Pureform, a comprehensive wellness center in Boca Raton, Florida. The website is pureformhealth.com, or you can find us on Instagram at pureformhealth. Feel free to message us with any questions, and note that you can connect with our providers for consultations over Zoom, from everything from stem cell therapy to hormone replacement therapy and peptide therapy. That's it for this episode of the Healthspan Collective. We hope you found it insightful and inspiring. Don't forget to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts so you never miss an episode. And if you enjoyed today's conversation, we'd love for you to rate, review, subscribe, and send it to a friend. We'd also love to connect with you on Instagram. Follow the podcast at Healthspan Collective and me at Nicole J. Doran. And leave us a comment on our latest post, letting us know what you'd like us to cover next.